Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, it is so awesome to be back with you. Well, look where I am, huh? Look familiar? I'm back home. That's right, back in my home, safe in my castle. um, anyways, I want to say thank you for all your wonderful support this last week. For those of you who were following my channel. Actually, for those of you who didn't get to see last week, I was filming at my mom's house. So I was away and out of town. I had a good time, and we focused on travel magic last week. And you guys seemed to really enjoy that. And I really enjoyed that as well. And I want to say thank you. We had such a good week with our travel magic series and Zodiac Thursday, and we had our Christmas message and also messages from the spirit world. We covered a lot, you know. So we'll be having more on our travel magic series, in the coming months as well when I travel again. So definitely keep watching. Well, for those of you who may not have seen yesterday's video, I encourage you also to check out that. I did a reading about the death of George Michael, the singer. As many of you know, he passed away on Christmas, and many people have been very traumatized. And, I want to first of all, thank you for your wonderful support for that video. And I again send out my heartfelt sympathies to all George Michael's family, friends, loved ones, and fans. And I've been receiving a number of letters from all over the world of people telling me how George Michael touched their lives and how much my reading helped. And I'm very honored to have had the chance to receive information about that. And so definitely check that out. It's in the queue right before this one. Well, here we are. It's time for messages from the spirit world. That's right. And if you're new here and want to know about this, basically all you want to do, if you want to get on messages from the spirit world, I do little mini psychic readings for viewers, answer a question. Just put your questions in the comment box below this video, or you can write to me at my website or at my official email, readings@robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link in the info box below. Send me your questions, and each week I grab a bunch up, gather them up, and we see what the spirit world has. Well, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Well, before we get into today's messages, let's all just take a moment and center ourselves, and let's all attune to the spirit world. Okay. Fletcher's back here. He says hello. All right, our first letter today is from Wanda Schilling. Hello, Wanda. Wanda's a longtime viewer here. Wanda writes and she says, Dear Bob, do you see me getting hired on at the company I'm working for? Also, are there any messages from my mom? Hi, Wanda. In terms of the work situation, I do see you getting a permanent position and getting hired on. I keep wanting to watch around end of February, beginning of March. I feel like right as we're leaving winter, going into spring, that's where there's going to be a lot more prosperity at your company. I see right now what they're doing is they're looking at budgets for 2017, and I do believe they're already planning to create a number of new hires. So I do feel that you're definitely in the running for that, and I'd watch around that time, okay? In terms of your mom, I have been picking her up around you. And I keep hearing her say, did she see me? Did she hear me? She was around you over this last week during Christmas season. And she keeps saying, she said, I'm always trying to, the word she says is pop in and surprise her. So you may be like listening to the radio and suddenly her favorite song comes on, or you hear people just out on the street and you hear her name, or it sounds like her voice in a crowd of people. She's using vibrations around you to manifest. So I want you to particularly pay attention to radio, television, music that's playing. If you listen to, CDs or iPads, or what do you call iPods? Psychic Bob's old-fashioned. I don't know all this technology. But, I'm still back in like 33 RPM records. But, really want to listen because she is around and she is trying to communicate with you. But she said, I was around over the holidays, and she said, I'm still trying to get her attention. Okay. She also says something about, she says, I'm bringing peace and healing to the family. So she's kind of coming in to smooth some stuff out, I guess, since there's been a little bit of a rough patch here with you and some of the relatives. And she says, not to worry, I'm taking care of it, okay? But she's around you. You'll be hearing from her. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Cyber Greaser. Hello, Cyber Greaser. Cyber Greaser writes and says, hi, Bob. Do you see me getting a new job soon? And will I have friends again, make new friends again? Yeah, I have to tell you, Cyber, I do see a job around you, some transition here. It's probably going to be closer to April, though, of this year. So you've got just a few more months at where you are. But I feel that as we start into April, it's like there's a flurry of phone calls and interviews. So I would say start applying now, because I feel like this job that you're going to may have a security clearance, and it may drag on just a little longer till you get that all settled. But I am seeing a job come the springtime. And in terms of friends, yes, I do. I feel like you're going to be working in a position where there's a lot more teamwork and you're really feeling connected to the people around you. I also feel there may be a physical move. It will not probably come until the end of 2017 or beginning of 2018. But I do feel like you're in a place now where you're ready to draw new people into your life. And I feel that once this physical home move also comes, you're going to even keep increasing your social circle. So definitely, you're not meant to be isolated. Right now you're kind of in a holding pattern, but don't worry, things are moving forward. And what I want you to do every day is just attune to that light, bring that light into you in your meditation, raise your vibration, because that beacon of energy that you send out is what's going to draw people to you and opportunities for work and friendship, okay? Well, thank you for writing. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Excuse me, my voice is dry, guys. I don't know what it is about traveling, but whenever I go on trains, buses, airplanes, I get dehydrated. Now, I know on airplanes it's normal to be dehydrated, but I get dehydrated on trains. Isn't that funny? So bear with me. My throat's a little dry today. All right. Our next letter is from Eli Alexander. And Eli writes and says, Dear Bob, who are my spirit guides? What are their names? Hi, Eli. Well, you've got a number of people in spirit around you. One of them is the Archangel Metatron. I keep hearing him around you. He says that he's helping you open your psychic gifts fuller. You're working with transmuting energy right now. You're learning to channel. That's going to be a theme over this next year for you. So you've got Archangel Metatron around you. That's one of your spirit guides. I also pick up another guy around you. He calls himself Fred. He says, I'm telling Fred's back here. And it's funny, Fred's dressed in like a World War II Army uniform. I believe he was an American soldier. But he's around you as well. And he says, tell him Fred's here. And he says, tell him I'm going to take him on the town. He needs to have some fun. So I do see some more social activities here that's coming in around you. So you've got Metatron around you. You've got Fred. And I also pick up another person. You've got the Count of Saint Germain working with you. Count of Saint Germain was an ascended master, or I should say is an ascended master. He's still alive in spirit. But he's working with you as well. I get the sense that he's come in around you to really help you over 2017 to step up your psychic gifts. You're really opening spiritually now. And I do see over 2017 a lot more prosperity around you. And Fletcher says freedom of spirit and joy. Okay. So you're going to be entering into a time here, and the guides are helping you to have more joy in your life, more freedom, more fun. And Fletcher's over here bouncing a quarter on the floor. Said, ding, ding, more money too. Okay. Hope that helps. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Melissa Slate. And Melissa writes, she says, hi, Bob. I've been working to open my pineal gland. I can never say that word. Pineal gland. Can you give me some info and any guidance to help continue along this path? Hi, Melissa. Well, first of all, the pineal gland, that's the third eye. It's right here in the forehead. This is the gland where we have vision. This is where we sense and see and know. It's traditionally a psychic center. But I have to tell you, Melissa, in all honesty, it's nothing wrong with working with the pineal gland. But many people, and this is something that happened to me, I got stuck. Like I hit a point in my own development when working with the pineal gland, the third eye, slowed me down. And what I was taught by my teacher, which I'm going to share with you, and anybody's working on trying to develop your psychic senses, this is good for you as well. Consider this, that this is only one element in your spiritual development. In your spirit body, you are made up of light, and within that spirit body are the chakras, the glowing wheels of light. There's 7 energy centers from the top all the way up and down the spine to the base of the spine. Anyways, I could do a whole video on chakras, but go look up chakras. Or some people say chakra with the hard CH, some say chakra. I say chakra. I'll put the term below. But look that up and learn what the chakras are. The reason I say that is you might actually have an ability to sense and see through a different center rather than just limiting yourself to that. For example, my power center is in my throat. I used to try to see through my third eye, and I'd get a little bit. But my teacher said, your power center is not your third eye. Your power center for you is in your throat. See, I have a communicator theme. And so that chakra is where my center of power is. And everybody has it in a different place. Yours might be the third eye, but one of the things I want you to do is I want you to meditate on each of the chakras and see where you're feeling power is emanating from. You'll get a real sense as you work with that. And it might be the third eye or it might be a different area. For example, if you feel like you're getting more power and information from the top of your head, shift your work to working with that chakra. In time, of course, you want to work with the pineal gland, all of that. But I would say at the moment, I wouldn't want you to force yourself. If you're saying, like, how do I get further with this? It may be that you want to go further with the other chakras, because there is a chakra at the pineal gland as well, and that's it's an indigo, a deep dark blue color. Each of the chakras have a color and a specific vibration. So in terms of working with that gland, the thing that you can do is literally visualize a flower in this area. Like I see a dark blue flower like a lotus, and then practice opening the flower just like that. And then let light come out of it and let it travel to illuminate what you need to see. And then when you're done, you just pull the light back in and close the flower down. You don't want to leave it open all the time because it will overwhelm your nervous system. Your body's energy will get out of whack. So when we talk about working with chakras, we're going to open them and close them. Again, that's going to be a whole different video, I think. But I want you to learn each of the chakras, go through them, and consider, like, for example, when I do clairvoyance, I actually go to my throat chakra and I use the light there to see at a distance. People say, how can you see through your throat? The spirit body is not limited like the physical body. Okay, so that's an important point you want to know. So you might be able to sense with your stomach, hear with your heart, and see with your throat. You see, it's possible in the spirit body. So don't limit yourself, but work with the flower imagery with the pineal gland, and that will help activate that. Hope that helps. Good question. Thanks for writing. Okay, our next letter here is from Jenna. Hello, Jenna. Jenna writes and says, hi, Psychic Bob. I have a question about this upcoming new year. I recently found out that my ex-boyfriend has a new girlfriend, and I'm really heartbroken. I'm so sorry. Just heartbroken over it. Do I have any messages from the spirit world regarding healing for me in this issue? Hi, Jenna, hun. You know, first of all, I want to say I'm really sorry. I know that's very hard. And, you know, when we see somebody that we love and we love deeply and we thought loved us move on to somebody, it's devastating. It is. It's very devastating. I want you to think about this, though. Okay? You're at a place right now where you're doing immense soul growth. And I know it hasn't been easy for you. I have seen your letters. I know what you're going through. But I'll tell you, when I step into your energy field, into your vibration, I'm getting so much beautiful yellow and gold and purple around you. These colors tell me that you're at a place now where your own psychic self, your higher mind, is starting to forge a new path. And what this means is in the coming months, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to learn and to grow. And I have to tell you, if you try to go back with him or you feel like you can't let go of that, that might trip you up. Yellow light tells me that you're in a place of learning, and I feel there may come some issues around schooling and education here. Very positive energies, though, because it shows so brilliant. You've got a golden yellow gold halo around you, which means high intelligence, and it's like what you set your mind to now, you're going to succeed. When I look at your journey, I don't see you going back to him, and I have to be honest, I think it's probably for the best, simply because you're a different person. If you think about how you were when you were with him, and you look at yourself today, what you'll discover, and you may not see it right now, but I can tell you as a psychic, it's there and you'll discover it yourself soon. You've grown so much that really you don't have a lot in common with him. And I feel like around him, he hasn't put a lot of effort into self-growth. So this new relationship that he's going into, it's really more of a distraction for him. And I'm not trying to be hateful. I don't think the girl is bad or he's necessarily bad either. But what it's about is that he's moving in a direction that really is not truly in harmony with his higher self. Now, don't hold out hope and say, oh, good, Bob, maybe they'll break up and he'll come back to me. I'm going to be honest, I don't see that. But even if he does come back, which I don't see it, but even if he does, you're not going to be the same person as you were. And I think you'd find that it doesn't work anyways. It's hard when we lose a relationship. It's devastating because we then have to confront ourselves and redefine ourselves as a person. See, when we're in a relationship, what happens is we define our whole world in terms of the couple. You know, me and John, me and Susie, you know, however you call it, the couple. And when a breakup happens, first of all, there's the grief of the loss, and then you have to figure out who you are again. And I feel like this 2017 is such a year of you embracing yourself, your mission, that I don't want you to lose that or miss it. And I don't think going back to him would be the answer. In fact, if you did, you'd be breaking up and saying, wow, you know, it's not going to work. Okay, so I want you to know that in all honesty. And I know that's not pleasant to hear, and I know it's hurtful, but I promise you, you're going to be better off, and you don't want to go back. So this other person that he's with is really a diversion, a distraction, because he's not really ready to work on himself. And that's the truth of the matter. And you can't be with somebody like that. I do see love for you also coming, but it won't be till later in 2017. And in fact, I'm not going to give you stuff on that now because I want you to put your focus on you and on your learning, your growth, your opportunities. Let romance sit for now. That will come, but it will be later in 2017, okay? So listen, I'm praying for you. I want everybody at Spirit Channel pray for Jenna. Give her some healing light, you know. Fletcher's back here, and he's hemming and hawing. He goes, you know, he clears his throat. I was like, yes, Fletcher. He said, you didn't give her the message from us. Okay, That was my message. He has a message for you. So what's your message, Fletcher? Oh, that's nice. Fletcher said that he and Rose are both going to be working with you to help you find new joy within. So there's your message from the spirits. They said they're personally intervening in your life. You also have, I keep seeing a little girl around you. She's about 6 years old. And she's so cute because she's got one of those. Do you remember the pogo sticks kids used to jump on the little spring and they'd hold on the handles and jump up and down? Well, she has a pogo stick. If you don't know what it is, look it up. But she's playing. She's one of your joy guides, okay? And she's come into your life to help you. She gives me the name of Noel, like Christmas, but it's actually the name Noel. And she said that she's going to be your joy guide. So she's going to help things be a little lighter and a little brighter. And Fletcher and Rose, my other guide, Rose, is going to help you as well. Okay. So I'm sending prayers to you. Blessings, okay? You hang in there. Say goodbye, I've got your back. Well, guys, listen. Say goodbye, I've got home from traveling. I still got to unpack. You know how it is after you travel. Everything's discombobulated. So I got to get organized here. But I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We'll be having more tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wiccan Wednesday. So we'll be sure to have something fascinating for you then. But thanks for being here. I love you. By the way, if you like this video, show Psychic Bob some love. Like this, favorite it, share it with your friends. Let's get out the word about Spirit Channel. And if you can, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. We'd sure love you to be here. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Blessed be.